Hello everybody, my name is Tom and welcome to episode 2 of my F1 2013 career mode. So if you missed episode 1, I'll post a link here, go and give it a watch. It was a very entertaining race. And also if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, it'll really help me out. So we're here in Malaysia, coming into practice, and as you can see, rain is predicted for practice and for qualifying, so it'll be interesting to see who opts for the better setup in qualifying. As you can see, I've done 7 laps of practice, so doing a race simulation on the prime tyres. So we're here in Q1, coming around the penultimate corner, and that's Hamilton coming out of the gravel, almost collecting us, which would have been disastrous for our hot lap here. And as you can see, we've gone 7th. Quite confident on the pace after being a second faster than our teammate in practice. And as you can see here, the conditions are just ridiculous now. And I looked on the race director and the AI are still out on the options posting option times. This is really annoying, just a stupid glitch, but there's nothing I can do, so we're just going to have to get on with it, unfortunately. So here we are for the race. Our teammate Paul RESTA qualifying 9th, we qualified 12th in the end after that awful rain glitch rubbish. So just waiting for the 5 red lights. And away we go, putting it straight up into Rich, flat out on the curves. Got off to a relatively good start, just looking back to Perez for a reference there. And we just want to take it easy into turn 1. We don't want to get caught up in any spins, especially after the no points finish in race 1. Just tapping the bollard there as we come into turn 2. And that's our teammate in front of us, so we've gained, well, we haven't gained, Paul RESTA's gone down, lost a few positions actually, but hopefully here we can gain several positions. Cut on the corner slightly, but it didn't actually give us any kind of advantage. So we're coming around the sweeping corner and just struggling with the PlayStation pad, really. It's just not suited to this track at all. And not really to this game, actually, as a matter of fact. I really need to get a wheel, but I've been playing with the pad for so long that I'm quite used to it now. So coming up to the back of Grosjean and the rest of the pack, and I just really need to maintain this gap now, and also take advantage of the fact that the AI goes slow on lap 1 of the Grand Prix. So flat out through these sweeping sections, and coming up to one of probably the most difficult corners in the game. I'm not sure what it's like for wheel, but for pad it is probably one of the most difficult corners. And as you can see, the traction out of that corner. But coming to the start of lap 2, and we seem to have caught up to the pack. I don't know what happened to Grosjean, but it's Alonso in front of us now in P7. And he's going very slowly through turn 1 and 2, so I think, are we going to make a late move? We are. And getting past 2 people there, so that was a good move, and we're now up to P6 with Hulkenberg firmly in our sights, and once again just struggling with the understeer through this corner, dipping the wheel onto the gravel. Now we're alongside Grosjean. PlayStation controller really not doing us any favours through that corner, coming through the double right-hander, and Grosjean looks like he's backed out slightly. So coming on to lap 3, getting a bit on the grass there. Still on +1 lap of fuel, which is good to see, and yeah, managing to hold the understeer there and just nurse it through the corner, but we always lose a bit of time when we go through that part. And once again just running wide through the double right hander, and now Grosjean is right on our tail. Coming to lap 4. And there's the engineer telling us that we have a gap of around 4 seconds, which is good to hear. If we can just hold him off, and the tyres are now starting to go off quite significantly. And who's that? That's Vettel and Hamilton. So we're now up to P4. That is remarkable. Yeah, I don't quite know what happened there, but it's helped me out rather significantly. Not something you see very often. So as you can see there, my fuel isn't optimal and my tyres are very, very brown now. I'm starting to struggle with the understeer. So I just need to keep it on the apex, keep it tight, and maintain this gap to Grosjean really. Rosberg sets the fastest lap, quite a lot faster than I'm lapping, but I'm going faster than my previous, which is good to see on the dead tyres, and that left front is taking a pounding. It's brick red now, and just drifting round there quite badly, and that has allowed Grosjean to catch right back up to us. And coming up to the penultimate corner, getting some crazy wheel spin through there, and now Grosjean's getting very close to us. I'm sure he'll have DRS. Putting it up into Rich to defend, but it's looking like it's no good. Is he going to make a move? No. Just hold it on the apex, don't let them pass, is the aim of the game here. And it looks like Alonso has actually got past Grosjean behind me, so that's interesting. Grosjean was on for a move there, but he actually got done himself. So all the tyres are completely shot. Really struggling now, having to take it very slowly through these slow corners. And just drifting again. I seem to drift around that corner every single lap. So coming to the end of lap 6 here, the tyres are just completely gone for, and that is Alonso getting past us in the DRS, coming into the pits now. So we've lost the place to Alonso. Grosjean's behind us. We need a good pit stop here. We don't want to be held up. Yep, 3.2, just what we needed really, and that is Alonso behind us, so we seem to have jumped him in the pit, so he must have had a front wing change or had problems with his pit stop. So another stroke of luck. So coming on to lap 7 here, and we are tearing around these sweeping corners through the double right hander here. Alonso is firmly on our tail with a little train of cars to go with him. Fuel on optimal. Just on Rich at the moment, trying to extend that gap as other people come in for their pit stops. As we learned in the last race, it's very important that we post some fast lap times here. -1 lap of fuel here, coming under attack from Alonso into the final corner. And it seems that it's the penultimate straight, it's the straight just before the final straight, where the AI try and overtake. And even though there's DRS down the main straight, they don't actually try it, which is interesting. So that's Grosjean in front of us. So Grosjean has done us with the overcut, which is not something you see very often. Very interesting there, strategy call from Grosjean. But he's done it, he's passed me and Alonso's, and he should have some clean air now to post some quick lap times. So that is quite annoying that we've lost that P4. Yep, just running a bit loose with the fuel again. And that's Alonso trying to get past us into turn 1. And just about missing a collision there. That would have been catastrophic. We probably would have spun, and that would have been the race over, to be honest. And that's Button's got past as well, and Perez. So 2 McLarens getting further up into the points here. Yep, and it already feels like the tyres are starting to go. As you can see, they're starting to go a bit brown. And it's just as you're coming out of the slow corners, when the traction really suffers, and you just spin them up and you just go nowhere. It's quite an issue. Perhaps my setup, not sure. I'm not really too sure what you need to do for a good tyre saving setup. And that's Kimi Radio, the other Lotus behind us. And as you can see, Button and Alonso have extended away from me now, and I'm just training a new set of cars. Obviously I'm in lean, so that's not going to help my cause really. Finally getting that corner, almost as you should really. Coming through this double right hander again. And a corner that the AI usually do gain on me a bit. It's not the best corner for the pads. This corner though, I usually extend that back away, as you see there. So it's quite interesting actually how each corner varies depending on what you're using to play the game. So coming to the end of lap 11 at the final corner, and starting to extend a small gap to the group behind me. It's a group of 4 or 5 cars, so I need to try and keep that gap while also managing my fuel levels to actually make sure I get to the end of the race. running slightly wide there, just being easy with the power, trying not to let the wheels spin up too much. As you can see, they did catch me up slightly there, and I'm on lap 13, on -1 lap of fuel, so I'm really running close to the line now. And you know, I'm just trying to make sure I get every apex, don't give them any chance to overtake or any opportunities. Raikkonen is getting very close, and he might make a late move into this corner. No, they aren't very brave, and just getting into the apex too early there. And as you can see, all my tyres are completely brick red. I've dipped it in the gravel and I've let Raikkonen pass, so now I'm down into P8. Quite unfortunate, as I have no hope of catching him back up and retaking that position, especially with these dead tyres and just complete understeer. And that's also Hamilton now who's taken me, so I'm now down into 9th, which is just getting more and more unfortunate really. I mean, the race I had quite a lot of luck, just going straight into the back of Hamilton there. Very clumsy move. Didn't help me out at all, especially with the traction out of the final corner. So we're coming onto the last lap now. I've managed to keep my fuel to a point where I can actually finish the race this time. Hamilton going quite slowly through that corner and giving me quite a nice bit of room, so going side by side, and I've got the move back, and he has also lost a couple of positions. So I'm back into P8, so it's not all doom and gloom. 4 solid points if I can just make it to the end of the lap without screwing this up really. The tyres, I'm so shocked at the tyre wear. It's just, I mean, there's no difference between the prime and the options really. As you can see there, Nico Rosberg has taken out the win, so still with half a lap to go, and Nico Rosberg is already across the line, and that's both races at the start of the season that he's won now, so he'll be on 50 points, so he's looking strong for the championship, definitely at the start of the season here. So come on, just 2 corners left, bring it home, solid 8th place. And interestingly, that's my teammate, very close to us now, and that's pulled the rest around the outside. I've completely screwed it up into the final corner, and there he goes past us. This is ridiculous. How can he do this? And yeah, really, that's pretty unfortunate. I think someone retired or something, because we still managed to finish 8th, even with Paul di Resta overtaking us. Quite annoyed there that our teammate managed to pip us right on the final corner, but also just glad that we managed to get some points really, and not bin this race. So thanks for watching guys. Please, you know, leave your comments on what you think, give the video a like, and also subscribe to my channel. It'll really help me out, and you can be the first to see all of my F1 content. Thanks for watching guys.